Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our epic storytelling adventures. Today, we're diving into a brand new tale called The Invisible Princess. This story is packed with motivational vibes about believing in yourself, chasing curiosity, and turning obstacles into opportunities. Get ready for a journey of wonder, self-discovery, and that will inspire you to tackle your own hidden challenges. Let's jump right in. In the enchanted kingdom of Eldoria, where towering castles kissed the clouds and rivers sparkled like liquid diamonds, lived Princess Elara. She was no ordinary royal. Elara possessed a heart brimming with curiosity. From a young age, she questioned everything. Why did the stars twinkle? How did flowers know when to bloom? Her endless wonder made her beloved by the people. But it also drew the envy of the shadowy sorceress, Morgana, who lurked in the forbidden forests. Triumphs. One fateful night, during the grand harvest festival, Elara wandered too far from the palace, driven by her insatiable curiosity about a glowing meteor that streaked across the sky. She followed its trail into the woods where Morgana awaited. "Your prying eyes see too much," the sorceress hissed, casting a spell that enveloped Elara in a swirling mist. When the fog cleared, Elara looked down at her hands, or tried to. They were gone. She had become invisible. Panic surged through her as she raced back to the palace. Guards walked past her without a glance. Servants bumped into her as if she were air. Even her reflection in the grand mirrors was absent. "What have I done?" she whispered, her voice trembling but resolute. Elara realized this curse wasn't just about vanishing from sight. It was a test of her inner strength. Motivational fire ignited within her. She wouldn't let this define her. Instead, she'd use it to explore the unseen world, to uncover truths hidden from visible eyes. As days turned to weeks, Elara learned to navigate her new reality. Being invisible allowed her to eavesdrop on court secrets. Discovering that Morgana's influence was spreading like poison ivy through the kingdom. Nobles plotted against her father, the king, fueled by greed. But Elara's curiosity propelled her forward. She slipped into forbidden libraries, reading ancient tomes about magic reversal. Knowledge is power, she reminded herself, echoing the motivational mantra her late mother had taught her. One evening, while invisible in the throne room, Elara overheard a messenger from a distant land speaking of a legendary crystal of visibility, hidden in the mountains of mystery. It was said to restore what was lost, but only to those who proved their worth through trials of courage and wisdom. Her heart raced with curiosity. What wonders awaited in those peaks? This was her chance to turn invisibility from a curse into a superpower. Motivated by the belief that every setback hides a setup for a comeback, Elara decided to embark on the quest alone. She packed invisible provisions well. They weren't invisible, but she carried them stealthily and set out under the cover of night. The journey would test her limits, but she knew curiosity was the spark that lit the fire of achievement. As she ventured into the unknown, Elara whispered to herself, "I may be unseen, but I am unbreakable." Little did she know, this was just the beginning. Allies and adversaries lurked ahead, each teaching her invaluable lessons in resilience and wonder. As Elara trudged through the dense forests bordering Eldoria, her invisible form allowed her to move like a ghost among the trees. The world looked different now. Colors seemed sharper, sounds more vivid. Curiosity bubbled inside her. What secrets did the forest hold? that visible eyes missed. She paused by a babbling brook, listening to the water's murmur as if it spoke ancient tales. This invisibility, she realized, was a gift in disguise, motivating her to see beyond the surface. Hunger gnawed at her, but she pressed on, motivated by stories of great explorers who turned adversity into legend. Suddenly, she stumbled upon a hidden glade where woodland creatures gathered. A wise old owl perched on a branch, addressing a circle of foxes, rabbits, and deer. "The princess has vanished," the owl hooted solemnly. "The kingdom teeters on chaos." Elara's heart swelled with curiosity. Did animals know more than humans? She revealed her presence by rustling leaves, startling the assembly. "I'm here," she said softly. The animals, with their keen senses, detected her aura. The owl, named Orion, tilted his head. "Princess Elara, your scent lingers, but your form fades." Elara explained the curse, her voice steady with determination. Orion nodded wisely. "Invisibility tests the soul. To reverse it, seek the crystal, but first, prove your curiosity by solving the riddle of shadows." Motivated by this challenge, Elara listened as Orion recited, "I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?" Pondering deeply, her curiosity fueled her thoughts. "An echo," she exclaimed. The animals cheered, and Orion revealed a hidden path to the mountains of mystery, warning of guardians who valued inner strength over outward appearance. As night fell, Elara camped invisibly, reflecting on motivational truths. True visibility comes from within. She practiced gratitude, listing things she could still do. Listen, learn, inspire. Curiosity led her to experiment with her state. She discovered she could pass through thin barriers, like mist through cracks. The next day, she encountered a lost traveler, a young inventor named Theo, fumbling with a map. Invisible, she guided him subtly, whispering directions. Theo, amazed, attributed it to guardian spirits. Elara smiled inwardly, motivated by how helping others amplified her own resolve. Theo's inventions sparked her curiosity, gadgets that harnessed wind and light. "Innovation blooms from wondering, what if?" he said unknowingly to her. Pushing onward, Elara faced her first trial, a raging river. Visible bridges were guarded, but her invisibility let her cross unseen on a fallen log. Slipping once, she clung tightly, her motivational mantra echoing, "Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Safely across, she felt empowered. Deeper in the woods, whispers of Morgana's spies reached her ears. They sought to thwart any quest for the crystal. Elara's curiosity piqued what was Morgana's true motive. Hiding in shadows, she overheard plans to usurp the throne. This knowledge fueled her fire. She wasn't just saving herself but her kingdom. As the chapter closes on this leg of the journey, Elara emerges stronger, her curiosity a compass, her motivation unbreakable. The mountains loomed ahead, promising more wonders. Ascending the foothills of the mountains of mystery, Elara's invisible steps crunched softly on gravel paths. The air grew crisp, laced with the scent of pine and adventure. Curiosity drove her upward. What vistas awaited at the peaks? What ancient secrets did these stones guard? Motivational energy surged through her. Each step was a victory over doubt, a testament to perseverance. She encountered fog so thick it felt alive, swirling like curious spirits. Lost in the mist, Elara called out, her voice echoing. To her surprise, a figure emerged, a nomadic hermit named Lila, with eyes that seemed to pierce the veil of invisibility. "I sense a presence," Lila said, her voice warm and wise. "Speak, unseen one." Elara shared her tale, and Lila nodded. Invisibility is but a mirror to the soul. Many feel unseen in life. It's how we respond that defines us. Inspired by Lila's words, Elara felt a motivational spark. "Lila," he skull, a carriedexiled, for her good bold portion of my, became her first true ally. "Curiosity is the key to unlocking chains," Lila declared, offering guidance through the mist. Together, they navigated hidden trails, Lila teaching Elara to see, with senses beyond sight, feeling vibrations, smelling shifts in the wind. As they climbed, they stumbled upon a forgotten shrine, dedicated to the goddess of wonder. Curiosity compelled Elara to explore its carvings, depicting heroes who triumphed through intellect and heart. Touching a rune, Elara triggered a vision, flashes of the crystal's location, guarded by trials of wit. "This is motivation in stone," Lila said. "It reminds us that every puzzle solved builds unbreakable confidence." Their bond grew as Lila shared her story, banished for challenging corrupt leaders. She wandered, gathering knowledge. "I turned exile into exploration," she motivated. Elara, in turn, invisibly assisted Lila in foraging, proving teamwork's power. Curiosity led them to a bioluminescent cave, where glowing fungi revealed maps etched by ancient travelers. But danger lurked. Morgana's shadow wolves, ethereal beasts that hunted by scent, tracked them. Invisible, Elara lured the pack away, her heart pounding with fear, yet fueled by curiosity about their weaknesses. Observing from afar, she noticed they feared light. Rallying Lila, they ignited torches from the fungi, repelling the wolves. Bravery isn't absence of fear, Elara realized, but action despite it. Resting that night, they discussed dreams. Lila dreamed of returning home enlightened, Elara of visibility not just in body but in voice, empowering the overlooked. This motivational exchange strengthened their resolve. Dawn brought a steep cliff. Lila fashioned a rope from vines, but Elara, invisible, scouted a safer path. Her curiosity uncovered a hidden ledge system. Climbing together, they reached a plateau overlooking valleys. The view ignited wonder. "The world is vast," Elara whispered. "So are our potentials." As they pressed on, whispers of the first trial echoed the labyrinth of illusions. Curiosity burned brighter, motivation propelled them forward. Elara knew allies like Lila were treasures, turning solitary quests into shared triumphs. Entering the labyrinth of illusions, Elara and Lila faced walls of shimmering mirages that twisted reality. Curiosity gripped Elara. How did these illusions work? What truths hid behind the deceptions? The air hummed with motivational energy. This was no mere maze. It was a forge for the mind, testing resolve against trickery. The paths forked endlessly, showing false visions. Elara saw herself visible, but mocked by crowds. Lila relived her exile in exaggerated shame. "These are our fears manifested," Lila said wisely. "To conquer them, we must question their validity." Motivated by this insight, Elara closed her eyes, relying on curiosity to guide her. She touched walls, feeling subtle differences, real stone versus illusory mist. As they delved deeper, a booming voice challenged, "Solve the enigma or wander eternally. What has keys but opens no locks, space but no room, and you can enter but not go inside?" Curiosity sparked debate. "A keyboard," Elara exclaimed, drawing from Theo's inventions. The illusion parted, revealing a chamber of mirrors. In the mirrors, Elara glimpsed her invisible self as a faint glow, motivating her. "I exist, even unseen." Lila encouraged, "Your actions define you, not your appearance." They pressed on, curiosity uncovering hidden levers that shifted walls. A perilous section featured bottomless pits disguised as solid ground. Elara, invisible, tested paths by tossing pebbles. Her motivational mantra, "One step at a time builds empires." Lila followed, their trust unbreakable. Curiosity led to discovering echo patterns. Real floors absorbed sound differently. Midway, they encountered a guardian spirit, a ethereal fox named Flicker. "Why seek the crystal?" it asked. Elara replied with passion, "To reclaim my visibility and expose hidden injustices." Impressed by her curiosity and motivation, Flicker gifted a charm that revealed illusions briefly. Empowered, they navigated swirling vortices of doubt where voices whispered failures. Elara countered with affirmations, "I am capable, curious, and courageous." Lila shared stories of historical figures who overcame illusions of inadequacy, fueling their drive. Nearing the exit, a final illusion showed Morgana victorious. Curiosity compelled Elara to probe. "This isn't real, it's a projection of fear." Shattering it with the charm, they emerged victorious. Outside, under starlit skies, they reflected. "The labyrinth taught us that illusions lose power when questioned." Lila said. Motivational fire burned. Curiosity dismantles barriers. Perseverance rebuilds paths. With the first trial conquered, the duo eyed the next peak. Elara felt her inner light growing, her invisibility less a burden and more a tool for wonder. Allies strengthened, curiosity endless, they marched on, ready for whatever mysteries awaited. Higher in the mountains, Elara and Lila discovered ancient ruins, crumbling temples whispering of bygone eras. Curiosity enveloped Elara like a cloak. What stories did these stones hold? How could echoes of the past motivate her present quest? The wind carried faint voices, urging exploration. Venturing into a grand hall, murals depicted the kingdom's history. Wars won through wit, not might. One scene showed a princess much like Elara, cursed yet triumphant. History repeats to teach, Lila noted. Motivated, Elara traced inscriptions, her invisible fingers feeling etched wisdom. Curiosity illuminates the path, resolve lights the way. A hidden chamber revealed artifacts, a glowing orb that replayed memories. Touching it, Elara saw her mother's final days, imparting lessons. "Never fear the unknown, my child. Embrace it with open heart." Tears invisible but real, Elara felt motivational surge. Her lineage was one of explorers, not just rulers. Lila shared her past too, a curious scholar punished for uncovering truths about Morgana. "Dark origins. I fled, but curiosity brought me here," she said. Together, they pieced puzzles from relics, revealing Morgana's weakness, a heartstone vulnerable to pure intent. Danger struck as ruins shifted, triggered by ancient traps. Curiosity saved them. Elara noticed patterns in falling stones, guiding evasion. Patterns are everywhere if we look, she motivated. Lila rigged a counterweight with vines, their teamwork seamless. Deeper, they found a library of scrolls. Curiosity devoured hours, texts on magic, motivation through meditation, curiosity as a force multiplier. Elara learned visualization techniques, imagining her visible self, building inner confidence. A spectral guardian appeared, an ancestor king. "Prove your worth." What walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, and 3 in the evening? Elara's curiosity recalled riddles. Man, crawling as baby, walking as adult, with cane in old age. The king bestowed a map fragment to the crystal. Reflecting by campfire, Elara pondered, "The past isn't chains, it's fuel." Lila agreed, their bond motivational. Curiosity connects eras. As dawn broke, echoes faded, but lessons lingered. Armed with historical wisdom, they advanced. Curiosity boundless, motivation unyielding. The past had spoken, now the future called. The path steepened into the heart's gorge, a chasm testing emotional fortitude. Curiosity about inner worlds drew Elara forward. What lay in the heart's depths? How could vulnerability motivate growth? Winds howled like doubts, but she pressed on with Lila. Bridges of fragile ice spanned voids, symbolizing trust. Crossing first invisibly, Elara tested stability. Fear is an illusion, action is real. She motivated herself. Lila followed, their hands linked though one unseen. In the gorge's core, a cavern pulsed with heart-like beats. Mirrors reflected not bodies, but emotions. Elara saw her loneliness as swirling shadows. "Confront it," Lila urged. Curiosity led Elara to delve, memories of feeling overlooked in court. Acknowledging them, shadows dissipated, motivating empowerment. A trial emerged, relive regrets. Elara faced ignoring a peasant's plea, curiosity stifled by protocol. "I can change," she vowed, motivational resolve igniting. Lila confronted her exile regrets, emerging stronger. They encountered a wounded eagle, symbol of freedom. Invisible, Elara approached gently, curiosity guiding care. Bandaging its wing with herbs, they watched it soar, motivational lesson, helping heal self. Deeper, a pool of truth's forced confessions. Elara admitted fearing eternal invisibility. Lila, doubting return. Vulnerability bonded them, curiosity transforming pain into purpose. A guardian beast, a lion of light, challenged. What is so fragile that saying its name breaks it? Silence. Elara answered curiously. The lion granted passage, praising heart's curiosity. Emerging, they felt renewed. Trials of the heart build unbreakable spirits, Elara said. Motivation soared, curiosity endless. The crystal neared, hearts fortified. Nearing the summit, snow-capped peaks gleamed under eternal twilight. Curiosity peaked. What secrets crowned these heights? How could revelations motivate transformation? Elara and Lila climbed, winds testing endurance. Ancient obelisks dotted the ascent, inscribed with forgotten lore. Touching one, Elara absorbed visions, the crystal's creation to balance visibility and mystery. Secrets motivate discovery, Lila mused. Blizzards assaulted, but curiosity uncovered shelters, caves with geothermal warmth. Inside, murals revealed Morgana's backstory, once a curious apprentice twisted by betrayal. Empathy motivated Elara. Understanding foes fosters wisdom. A puzzle locked the final ascent. Aligned stars via mirrors. Curiosity and astronomy knowledge aligned them, opening paths. Motivational triumph, persistence unlocks stars. At the summit, a veiled chamber held guardians, elemental spirits. Reveal a secret of value, they demanded. Elara shared her invisibility's gift, seeing true hearts. Impressed, they disclosed the crystal's final trial. Reflecting, Elara realized secrets weren't burdens but motivational catalysts. With Lila, curiosity boundless, they prepared for the climax, secrets empowering their quest. Descending into the crystal's cavern, shadows danced menacingly. Curiosity burned. What shadows hid Morgana? How could facing darkness motivate light? Elara and Lila entered, air thick with tension. Morgana appeared, cackling. "You dare challenge me, invisible wretch?" Elara, voice steady, questioned. "Why curse me? What fear drives you?" Curiosity disarmed, Morgana confessed abandonment, twisting her curiosity to malice. Shadows attacked as tendrils. Invisible, Elara evaded, motivational fire blazing. Shadows flee light. Lila wielded the charm, illuminating weaknesses. A battle of wills ensued. Elara used learned riddles. "What can you break without touching? I promise," weakening Morgana. Curiosity revealed the heartstone. Elara shattered it with pure intent. Defeated, Morgana faded, begging forgiveness. Elara, motivated by compassion, offered redemption. Curiosity heals wounds. Victorious, shadows lifted, curiosity and motivation triumphant. The crystal awaited, quest nearing end. In the cavern's heart, the crystal pulsed with ethereal light. Curiosity overwhelmed Elara. What power did it hold? How would it motivate her rebirth? Approaching, she felt its warmth. The crystal spoke telepathically. "You have proven curiosity and heart. To regain visibility, sacrifice a gift." Elara pondered, motivational clarity striking. Sacrifice invisibility's advantages for true connection. Touching it, visions flooded future where she inspired kingdoms with stories of wonder. Light enveloped her, visibility returned gradually, first a shimmer, then full form. Lila cheered, their bond eternal. "You've motivated me to return home," she said. Elara, visible yet wiser, replied, "Curiosity unites us." Reflecting, Elara realized the journey's true prize, inner visibility. Motivational lessons etched: embrace curiosity, face shadows, ally with hearts. With crystal in hand, they descended, ready to restore Eldoria, curiosity guiding future adventures. Back in Eldoria, Elara emerged visible, greeted by astonished crowds. "I've returned, wiser and stronger," she declared. Curiosity spread like wildfire. She shared tales, motivating reforms, libraries for all, councils valuing questions. Theo and Orion joined celebrations, alliances forged. Morgana reformed, aided healing. Curiosity redeems, Elara noted. Ruling with father, Elara championed motivational values, perseverance, empathy, wonder. Invisible no more, she felt seen deeply. Years passed. Her story inspired generations. Never fear the unseen, she taught. Explore it. As horizons expanded, Elara's curiosity endless, she embarked on new quests, motivating all to chase dreams. If you enjoyed this story of the invisible princess, packed with motivation and curiosity, smash that like button, subscribe for more epic tales, and comment below. What invisible challenge are you overcoming? Share your stories, we might feature them next. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next adventure.